Hello, what's up, guys? And for today, I'm at Berlin, and it's a very beautiful city. I'll be going through some restaurants and let's take a look at some of the food that I've tried and some historic locations. But first things first, we reached Berlin quite late into the night, and when we first gone out of the airport doors, we could see that it's snowing heavily, and it is the first time in my life that I saw such heavy snow. So yeah, that was pretty interesting. Of course, my first thing that I have to do, my first task when I reached Germany the next day was to find good German food. We went to the Augustiner restaurant to try many of the food. We got quite a large platter where there was like a lot of the bratwurst, pork knuckles. There's many different kinds of meat. The Germans really know how to throw a feast. So this is some of the food that I've tried. The sausages was really fantastic. Of course, the best sausages is seasoned very well, and I like how chunky it is. There are many different textures for different type of bratwurst there, and the pork knuckles were glistening with the juice or the oil, whatever you call it. And I wish I've gotten more food in Germany. Every day I was drinking beer as well in Germany. I especially like dark beer, but I have no idea what beer I bought. Yeah, so it was crazy. It was really insane. Look at me enjoying my food, mostly the meat, and how big the pork knuckles are. That's always the first order of events, to go to a restaurant to try some nice local food. Afterwards, we went to the RitterSport chocolate shop. So I made my own chocolate bar at RitterSport for, I think it's about €7, slightly more expensive, or actually a little bit more expensive than the chocolates that you buy off the shelves there. And I have my chocolate customized to contain like Rice Krispies, some cocoa cookies. You can pick quite a number of toppings on it. Afterwards, you have to wait for an hour for them to make the chocolate and pass it to you at the counter. There's a lot of many different cool things at the shop. It was very impressive. There's even a station where you get to try the chocolate with some wafer, and that chocolate alone was so good. There's such a richness in the chocolate, and I finished quite a few bars of chocolate already. And what I also love so much about Germany are the Christmas markets. There are a ton of Christmas markets. However, I recommend, if you are to go to Germany for Christmas, to come to Germany like earlier in December, because by the time when you reach Christmas, most of the Christmas markets will have closed. Most of them closed before Christmas. Only a handful of them would open till the new year. So yes, if you love Christmas markets, do come slightly earlier in December so that you get to see more of the Christmas markets. For me, my main attraction was the food, the mulled wine, and of course for my facial expressions, the mulled wine was really impressive. I can't believe there was such a depth in the flavor. The sausages, the chicken was awesome. I have never tried such tender and moist chicken that is grilled. And it's not even the chicken drum or thigh meat, but it's the chicken breast. Some of the chickens I tried were chicken breast, and they were just as moist or even better than some of the chicken drumstick or thighs that I have. So I think the chicken is must try, the beef is must try, the pork is must try, everything. I basically went to every single Christmas market eating their bratwurst and having some either chicken or beef. So far, no German food has failed me, or nothing in Germany has failed me regarding its food, whether it's local or not. But I don't think I've ever eaten an Asian cuisine in Germany, because every day I was just looking out for great German food. Of course, one of the days you went to the Spy Museum. I really loved the Spy Museum, especially the part where you have to like go over, like jump over the lasers, be a spy, and tap this button at the end to finish your mission.
go, go. Woo! Well done.
It was a really fun experience in the Spy Museum, especially since they're open on Christmas. I was there during Christmas. So yeah, strongly recommend the Spy Museum. You learn a lot about spy. You get to do some cool spy things. So the Spy Museum is worth the visit. And a couple of restaurants, they went to the beer house, had really great food. And also to the Brandenburg Gate. It's my first time going there. And I was very shocked at how huge the Brandenburg Gate was. And I also read up on history how it lasted hundreds of years. And honestly, the gate wasn't destroyed to a point where it couldn't be rebuilt. Yeah, so the Brandenburg Gate was so big and ginormous that it looks monumental. Something that I wish that I have done more research on was about the Berlin Wall, the split between the East and West Berlin. Afterwards, I went to read up more on the Berlin Wall so that I could get more appreciation. And I thought Berlin Wall was quite educational. I think in the modern world, we rarely encounter conflicts or war if you are living, especially in a developed nation. And last but not least, on a day where I was supposed to fly home at the airport, I encountered a Christmas market in the airport between the terminals, and I was pleasantly surprised because I could eat my bratwurst again, get some malt wine, get my last piece of German food, and look at some Christmas market. I've never been to an airport where there's Christmas market just at the airport. So I thought that was pretty cool. Let's say if you land in Berlin and you have a transit flight, you have a few hours to spare, it's pretty good to land at Berlin and you get to go to the local Christmas markets there. So far, I think Germany has been very impressive to me. I definitely want to go back to Germany again to explore more food options, looking at more historical land sites. And if you have not gone to Germany, you should. It's also my long-standing dream to travel to Germany for the past about 8 to 10 years. So this is one of my dreams fulfilled. And not sure, maybe I'm biased towards Germany because I've always wanted to visit Germany. Yes, and I hope you enjoyed this really short vlog and enticed you to visit Germany even though I'm not from Germany. Yeah, and do give a like and subscribe if you like my vlogs, and I'll try to do more of it. If you have any comments or feedback, I will also appreciate it and name it down in the comment box below. I will take your feedback into consideration and produce better vlog content videos. And I'll see you guys again real soon.